Gloria, Gloria, in excelsis Deo. Gloria, Gloria, in excelsis Deo.
Father Slavko Barbarich is with us now in Medjugorje. He's authored a book, a wonderful book, I might add, on fasting. And there are many misconceptions about fasting, and hopefully in the next few moments we'll be able to clear some of those up. This is probably a good place then, Father, to talk about, and I mention this because while listening to you and while coming over here this afternoon to talk to you about fasting, I had your book in my hand, and this woman says, where do I find this and where do I get this? But she made the comment, she said, this fasting, is this book all about just the fasting from food and drink? Fasting is just from food and drink, right? I said, it's much more than that. But I was surprised myself, Father. I wonder if you could share with us why we, one, associate so much fasting with just food and drink, and if you could expand the other areas for us.
Yeah. Fasting in the messages of Our Lady, and in my understanding here now, fasting is living with bread and water 2 days. You can eat how much you can. You can drink water, please, how much you need. 2 days. Fasting does mean to have hunger. Because now, in this moment, probably many people in the world are dying by hunger or have hunger. It does mean that they fast. And excuse me, I am fasting today, but I don't feel hunger now. And I think I am fasting. Fasting is, at first for me is also again to live with bread and water. And now, if you ask why, at first I think so to find out simplicity of the life. And we shall discover how complicated is our life, only because we eat too much and because we drink too much. And but this concrete, tell to the, it is not renouncing to something. I underline again, it is life, living with bread and water. If you start to see, to look at what you have to renounce, perhaps you cry only all day. How many beautiful things to eat, yeah? You forget it, you take the bread, and you shall see you have enough. Eating so, or taking so the bread and water, on tea, for example, with prudence always, yeah, according to your condition. But, you detach yourself from other things. And we eat more, I spoke with the doctors, in our West world, we eat more for 1/3, than we need. What is doing this third with us? This third is destroying our organism. We are eating too much. To speak about a fasting, for me is nearly now to lose the time to speak about this, details. But people need, I know people need it. I tell again, please, we have to take correctly and tell, yes, bread and water. And for our organism is very good to fast.
Cleansing.
Yeah. And, but again, it is not having, it doesn't mean I have to feel hunger. I can eat, yeah. And here perhaps, I heard many times people spoke, oh, I cannot fast, but I can renounce my cigarettes and my television. It is good, please renounce, but it is not fasting.
It is not fasting.
No.
That was a question I also had from the same woman. She had asked me, she said, well, if I give up my candy bars,
Yeah.
because I don't know about the bread and water thing.
Yeah.
She said, if I give up my candy bars,
Yeah.
am I fasting?
Yeah.
I said, I don't know. We'll ask Father.
No, you know why. It is good. It is renounce. For example, if you don't smoke in your life, I cannot tell you are fasting. Fasting and prayer are like the bread. Breathe and eat for physical life. If you eat, if you can breathe, breathe, you are able now to do something. These all problems are coming because we have not enough strength to find out what is the sense of our life in this world. And to find the sense of our life, I think so, we have also to fast. Many people are psychologically, mentally, too egocentric in the family, especially. Mother and father, parents give everything to own child, everything. It is very dangerous if the child doesn't have something. It is good, it is love. But sometimes the love is suffocating. When the child goes out from the house, the child meets many problems, many people. And if they don't, and if they have not enough strength here, they fall.
The parents are responsible for educating their children. And
most useful message of Our Lady in Medjugorje is the fasting. He explains so, but I explaining it also. When we have too much, we are not free, we become blind, and we don't see what is essential, what is not essential. And this is the beginning of depressions. This is the beginning of suicide. I don't see what. These people saved on it alive, and they discover in this suffering, even if I am still in life, it has the sense. It is good to be on the life. And people are suiciding because something was difficult or something was wrong,
would you add anything else?
Yeah, perhaps two things. If, for example, sick people are listening to this talk,
yes,
these people can be disappointed. I cannot fast also. I cannot pray good. I cannot be free in my heart. I cannot, it is not, I want to underline. When you hear the message of fasting, please try to understand and accept your situation and do in this sense something. If you cannot with bread and water, you try to approach yourself to the ideal. Bread is the symbol of life. Water is a symbol of purification. And do in this sense. And perhaps other thought, fasting with bread and water has, I think so, a deep connection or is linked to the Eucharist. Jesus spoke about bread. He said, he spoke about bread from heaven. He said, I am the bread of life. He multiplied the bread, miracles for hunger, for people with hunger. And then he took the bread and said, this is my body. He did everything before about bread to make his disciples able to understand the Eucharist. And I think so Our Lady has only one task, only one desire, to lead us to Jesus. We listen better, we hear better when we are fasting. And it means we meet God in His words better, easier. But it is not only this Eucharist, meeting with bread, Jesus in bread, or Jesus bread. When we discover bread, symbol of life, but when we discover importance of daily bread, we shall easier discover the Eucharist.
Thank you, Father, for being with us today.
God bless you.
We have lots of work to do. I have lots of work to do. I'm going to go work on myself spiritually.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you so much.